Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're gonna take a look at the most interesting tier 8 premium tank wargaming ever released this year. It's called the M4Y. It's basically a premium version of the line that goes to the M6Yo, and what really amazes me is its gun, because it's a total revolution to how autoloaders usually works. Let's take the T77 for example. When we take a look at its gun, you will find that the magazine reload time is really big, but the shell reload time, the intra-clip reload time, so the time it takes to reload from shell 1 to shell 2, is very small, sitting at 2.5 seconds. On the tank we're going to talk about today, it's the total opposite, because the total reload time is 13.7 seconds for 4 shells in the magazine, but the reload between shells is 7 seconds, which means that you need to consider that tank to be a regular one-shot gun that reloads in 7 seconds every 3 times and after goes for 13.7 seconds of reload. So overall, this is what makes it really great, because you can either play it like a regular autoloader or as a single shot tank and attached to your seat. But that's not all, because this tank is also equipped with the reverse mechanism, allowing you to go backward even when you're tracked. And obviously this is one of the greatest advantages. Just imagine you're sitting on the field going all down, because after all you have 8 degrees of gun depression, and well, when you use them, just being tracked can totally destroy your game. Here, no problem, you get tracked, just reverse, boy, reverse. And the best for the end, the armor profile, guys, is definitely something else. Take a look at this. Here we have the regular weak spots, so nothing really new. But as soon as we go up here, you see that it becomes really hard to penetrate. And I'm not even mentioning the turret, which is the thing you're going to show your opponent's H24. It's literally impossible to go through it, knowing that it's also spaced armor, because you have more than 350 millimeters. It's either you shoot into the cupola, or you can say, no, you don't want to get penetrated, and nobody will be able to. The only downside of the tank being its top speed. It seems like it goes at 40 kilometers per hour on paper, but in reality, as it's really heavily armored, it's going to take so much time to get to that speed. I'm not saying that you will not reach it, but it will take a long time to reach. So in definitive, what Wargaming just released is an overly broken tank, or at least something that seems broken at first, specifically if you use it as a support role or in platoon, because you have a great armor profile, a great flexion on the gun because of your gun dispersion and gun depression, and on top of that, you have 4 shells in the magazine, boys. 4 shells at 310 alpha damage each. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into a battle. What's fascinating, as I mentioned, is the fact that you reload your 4 shells so easily. Going to 13 seconds of reload is definitely nothing else than a regular Object 252U reloading or something like that, even if you don't have the same alpha damage. And now you see all the power that this thing is packing. 4 shells already loaded within the first 20 seconds of the game, and 4 shells ready to explode against our opponents. So let's see how it goes. Obviously, when you take a look at this gun and this tank in general, what you want to do is playing in all down. You only show your turrets to your opponents, praying for them not to shoot at your cupola, and you should be good to go. Now you just play it like a regular heavy, knowing that every 4 shells you need to expect a longer reload than usual. And just like that, you are gonna have the fun of the day. Just take a look at this. In the first minute of the game, we managed to sneak 1.2k damage thanks to our 4 shells going in. And now most tanks would be scared about the Shise pushing them, because obviously when we take a look at our tank, we're still an autoloader. But us, we don't care. We reload so fast that we can use this tank as a traditional tank. And this is what is going to save us. Actually, I could have just stick my tank to the Shise to just not take any shots. But it was my first game with the tank, and I was quite curious to see how it would react with my weak spot being in the open like that. And it seems like it did not disappoint me, because in the end, we did the game, boys. We just managed to hold the line against the Kanonen, both the STB and, not STB, LTB, LTTB, wow, I'm really struggling today, and the Shise, and now we finish off the game without struggling at any point. I mean, this is peak meta in my opinion, and it's really great that Wargaming is introducing what feels like a new mechanism. I'm definitely hyped for the tank, and I can only recommend it to you because, oh boy, is it going to be relevant as hell. Take a look at this. Victory, all enemy tanks are destroyed. We did 3k damage without struggling a single time. That's the new tank for you all. And on top of that, you're gonna make a lot of credits. Now I'm gonna propose to you to get to a game live battle, so I can tell you in real time what I'm about to do. You see that the mobility, as I mentioned, is really not the best. We're going at 30 kilometers per hour, but take a look at how long it is for us to reach our top speed. Not a problem, because our clip is already reloaded. So what we're gonna do is taking this position, because from there I can hide my cupola, and obviously it's gonna be some great use. So, oh, no one came here. Come on. I forgot to take a look at the lineup of the enemies. They only have one AMX M4 here. Maybe I could try to get this T28 HTC, because I can bait them into thinking that once I'm reloading all my clips, I'm in danger. Because after all, that's what happens with many autoloaders. But not this one, boys. Not this one. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna go for the SU-130 PM, okay? Because after all, this is probably the main target right now. He escaped, not a problem. We're gonna keep going. Let's try to get to the T-49. Sneaking one shell, hoping for him to come back. 3, 2, 1. Come on, yes, show yourself. Yes, big boy. And we're gonna kill the T-49 like it's nothing. 2, 1, and boom! Thanks for coming. We hide again, and now this is where the baiting system is going to be quite efficient. You see that T-28? He's thinking, well, he's reloading. I have the whole halfway for me. And it's not the case, boy. It's not the case, because we're coming to destroy you. Okay, 4, 3. I'm gonna get close to that tank if I really want to do something. There we go, sneaking in another one. I feel like we're going to be able to kill the whole guy without him doing nothing. And this is what is lovely about the tank we're playing with. Okay, low roll, obviously, we had to get one. Not a problem. Instead, we are going to pull back. We're going to sneak in another one. And it seems like our team has our spot. And just take a look at this ridiculous reload time, man. We are nearly already reloaded, knowing that we have 4 shells. God damn. And they didn't even pay attention to me. I can literally run around the place like I own it, and they can't do anything. It's... I don't know. I didn't enjoy a tank like that for a very long time. And I feel like this is the kind of tank that will make you stay and play World of Tanks Blitz all day long, because of how ridiculous it reacts toward pretty much everything you encounter. Just take a look at that. We don't even have to reload the whole clip, and we still manage to do all our game like this. It's... what can I tell you guys? It's just awesome. This tank, you see the smile on my face. It's just hilarious to play with, and I'm not even mentioning how much credits you're making just like that. It's just crazy, honestly. It has everything for itself. It is probably going to be the new meta tank, which is why I think Wargaming is putting it at 30 charms to get the tank guaranteed instead of the 25, because they know what they're selling. They know that they're selling something totally, utterly broken. And yeah, maybe that they need money after all those servers that needs to be opened because of the arrival of all the Russian players. Yeah, it costs a lot, isn't it? So in definitive, if you have a couple of bucks to spend to get the tank, I would tell you that it's definitely worth it. It's hilarious. It's refreshing in terms of playstyle. It's definitely the kind of tank we wish we could get daily, not daily, but weekly into the premium shop, because, oh boy, is it just the embodiment of everything I love. New, original playstyle, great armor, great gun, not necessarily the best mobility, but still not the worst either. Just get it, man. Just get it.